Even with reselling being broad to the easiest business to start, every year there are new tactics and new ways for one reseller to go from selling one product to 1,000 over a span of a couple of months. Here today, I will show you some new ways you can grow your reselling business in the most simple but effective way. Let's begin. It comes down to just these 4 subjects that will help you grow your reselling business to the max. And I'm going to show you how to implement these for yourself as well. Starting off with finding new ways to obtain inventory. Nowadays for resellers, liquidation shops, storage units, thrift stores, or discount stores are just some of the standard ways to get your products out and get products sourced. Now, ways like this are actually only determined by the profits you make after the sale. That's why you need to find a higher volume way of sourcing your items that could be cheaper, but also higher quality. For example, if you want to start selling thrifted clothes and you want to start on Depop, Poshmark, or even start your own vintage store, some extra ways of getting inventory would be this. Number 1, local marketplace wholesalers, other thrifters, clothing yard sales, or even a dedicated supplier that can supply you with different things like dresses, jewelry, or etc. If you wanted to start selling furniture, cars, or anything that's hard to come by, some ways of sourcing would be this. Number 1, B-Stock. It's a website where you can find great condition furniture like couches, stands, tables, and more. Personally, this is anyone that has a little bit of capital under their belt, but I promise you it will pay back. Number 2, eBay local pickups. Nowadays, you can catch people listing their items on eBay for pickup in your area. Use this as a way to find more items to source and also more items to just put on and list on the platform. Now remember, this is still very new, but as it gets older and as it gets saturated with new buyers, it will help your listings boost as another sell channel to sell on. And number 3, removal companies. As you build partnerships with different removal companies, if they work with Copart or junk cars, they work with furniture or removing furniture from houses, build relationships with those people in your area to get stocks off their hand. And if they do it for way less than buying a couch on Facebook Marketplace or OfferUp, it's a steal. And as you build relationships with junk removal companies with any items, I promise you they will give you a great discount than you would have when sourcing from a direct supplier or different stores. This mainly works for furniture businesses or any item that's really high tier. It's effective for anybody considering that junk removal companies don't usually sell off their stock. Most of them don't. They either throw it away or store it to put on storage auctions, which you could go on the app and find it now. Storage auctions, there's a ton of listings that you could find, which of course is another effective way to get stock for your business. I'll leave a link to all of these in the description so you could look them up and find them for yourself. And number 4, Swoopa, probably the most effective and easiest way to get stock for your business. And that's why they're the sponsor of this video. Swoopa helped me along my journey through couch flipping, phone reselling, and even car reselling. They are the leading sourcing app for all resellers. Instead of spending hours and hours like I did trying to find phones, cars, or furniture to purchase from my business, Swoopa automatically gives you the latest notifications for whenever something in your niche is posted on Facebook Marketplace, eBay, OfferUp, and even more. You can set keywords, set your price, and there's even a spam filter to limit out scammers and scam bots. And for right now, you can get a free trial to test out Swoopa yourself. So scan this QR code right here and get back hours and hours for sourcing on Swoopa. Great. Now that you know some new tactics of getting inventory and stock for your business, let's show you some new ways to get clients and customers rolling in the door for your own reselling business. There are hundreds of ways you could get different types of clients to buy from your reselling business. Doesn't matter if you're making DIY, it's just Depop thrifting. You could always find a certain niche of customers you need in resale. Resellers think nowadays locally selling is the easiest way and the most profitable way of reselling and making a profit. But being honest, nowadays, that's not true. Selling digitally is going up every single day and it's easier than ever. Let me show you. Let's start with number 1, developing multiple landing pages for your business. This goes for more people that are selling things in a niche like auto parts, clothing, tech, etc. But this could also go for people who are selling a variety of things, for example, in a liquidation palette. For those people, you want to make a website or a landing page that is developed like a discount store and brand it to your liking. And for people that are selling in a direct niche, developing a page or a website that is branded to a great brand identity will help you skyrocket your items and skyrocket all the product and stock you have. Now, for any resellers that may have a website right now, it will blow out the competition you have with a great brand identity and bring you in a multitude of sales over the month, week, or year. And number 2, utilize multiple sell channel accounts. With recent bans and shadow bans on accounts like eBay, Depop, Facebook, and OfferUp, it's really hard to build a rep and build reviews when your accounts are getting banned. You can only be so careful with the certain things you do on the app with avoiding shadow bans or bans. And of course, it limits the views and the prospects that could possibly buy items for your business. That's why I have this system that I set up for all my clients and how it can help you build great repertoire with the amount of sales you're able to bring in for not just one account, but 150 accounts. And here's how it can help you right now. I have currently over 165 OfferUp, eBay, Facebook accounts stocked, active, and ready to use with reviews. I run these accounts through my virtual assistants on Fiverr. More on that later, of course. But to get accounts easily on things like OfferUp, Mercari, Poshmark, Depop, etc., I built this AI tool that integrates temp mail and temp verify to build easy flowing accounts for me. If you would like me to implement this into your business, just comment "let's start" and I'll get you started right away. This is day 2. Now you see I changed. It's a whole new day. And I did some configurations with the video and my audio, so I hope it did get better, but who knows? It's my first time really doing this. So anyways, let's get back to the video. Once I obtain the account, I usually keep it in a file in like a Google Sheet just to keep track of everything I have. I then begin posting the product on the account that I have, and then I send the product to my promoter group so they can promote it and like do all configurations with it. They warm up the account by liking the post, messaging on the post, and just boosting the engagement for actual real buyers for the account. And the more accounts you have, it'll boost the engagement with all the accounts that you have, of course, increasing the volume of your sales and potential clients. I usually wait 2 days before posting fully on the account again. I usually just warm up the account even more by liking the post or messaging on other people's posts to just boost my warmness of the account, if that makes sense. And then I just send it over to my virtual assistant that I get on Fiverr so they could handle just creating listings and creating all the product descriptions for my listings. There's a lot that goes into this when boosting my engagement for my accounts, so just let me know if you want me to do that for you. And number 3, becoming a vendor. Nowadays, reselling has taken over the market humongously. In the past 2024 and 2025, so many people have come into the niche of reselling, but they don't know where to start or don't know where to get their products sourced from. Now, this is where you come in. Now, to be honest, this does take a little capital to start, but I promise you it'll be the quickest and the easiest flow of cash that comes into your reselling business as a little side profit. Start with finding a wholesaler on Facebook or OfferUp that can get you items that are good quality, but also cheap for you to keep in inventory. You got to remember, wholesalers also get from wholesalers. For now, keep the wholesalers on standby. Build a certain niche of reselling landing page like it's a vendor. And then when you have that page fully optimized, you want to go in Facebook DMs that you see resellers and outreach talking about how you could provide sourcing for their reselling business. Now, if you do want to get in this, I could send you my DM scripts just so you could see the best converting script to actually write to different types of resellers. I see that posting open Facebook groups can help tremendously as well. And also building referrals with other resellers or TikTok content creation resellers would help you a lot with building clientele and recurring clients. Whenever you make a purchase on your website, have the wholesaler ship the item out to the customer that then pays on your website. All you're paying is for the sourcing cost, but you're taking the profits from the reseller. And if you upsell them to get multitude of items, that is the best because reselling volume is key. And with these new sales that you received, usually resellers always come back as recurring clients. If you could establish brand identity, a great quality of items, and a great price or bundle deals, they will be recurring for you forever. Moving on from that subject, it moves us on to the next subject, the best local ways to sell out all your items while reselling. Yes, I will say, selling items digitally is growing and effectively increasing every single day for selling your items as a reseller. But selling locally is still great and is still the norm for selling out your items very quickly. Without using my system, here are 3 ways to find clients while reselling locally. Number 1, hosting yard sale, flea market, or swap meet events in your area. This process does take a while setting up or booking a seat for a flea market event or for a swap meet event. When I started my first clothing yard sale, I got my stock from donations or Google Bins employees. I promoted it everywhere without thinking much of it, but that day I ended up making $49 an hour without really doing much. And I was out there for 8 hours a day, but it was definitely worth it in the long run. Considering I didn't pay for any clothes I bought that day, it was a full profit for me. If you can effectively get stock for your business, try setting up in an area and posting yourself on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok and see how many clients you could actually come up with. Don't forget to post your items also on Facebook Marketplace and offer up to get different customers integrated into your system. With yard sales, it's more of a brand identity type business. So remember, there could be recurring clients if you do it right. Also, don't forget to post on yard sale apps so people that are actually looking for yard sales can find you in your area. You might not think this works, but I promise you it works. And number 2, developing boutique and consignment partnerships. These are different people that sell specifically in your niche for the type of items you have. They take in products and only take a cut upon sale from the people that actually come in their business. The more you go in depth with how many flea market, consignment, and boutique partnerships you can get, you're really just giving off your stock and you're only taking a small cut upon a sale, giving you an extra income source based on your niche. And if you resell cars, partnerships with small dealerships, lots usually tend to take in different types of resellers to resell their cars and takes a small cut upon it, giving you a great profit margin and you're not really doing anything. So this really goes for people that don't really have a lot or space to store their cars and want an extra way of marketing visibility to get future and potential customers. And number 3, join local Facebook groups. Facebook Marketplace nowadays, if you're only running one account, has been a downhill spiral. Or if you just don't have a system in place to get you more potential sales a month, then it's really not good for you. But Facebook groups are still the peak of finding potential buyers locally or even just shipping wise. You can really scale this up by looking buy and sell groups for your area. But if you're running multiple accounts, make sure every account is optimized correctly if you're gonna actually outreach to different groups, because you don't want potential clients shying away only because your account looks very shady. Authenticity in Facebook, but really as a reseller nowadays, is the most important thing you can do. I've messed up doing that in the past and I don't want you guys to go and do the mistakes that I did. So really just listen to me on that. But now I brought you the ways how to source your items, how to sell your items digitally and locally. Now we'll bring you down the most vital thing you can do as a reseller to bring in new clients and manage your workload correctly. This will help a new reseller or a reseller that has done this for years upon years. And that is hiring a Fiverr worker to help you scale or manage your resale business. Now with this, of course, I've took parameters. As a reseller, you might not directly know what your problems are, why you're not getting that much sales, or any type of sourcing problems you might not know right away, or how to really effectively fix them. And that was me, honestly. I found I didn't know how to manage, scale, or have enough time to create tactics to grow my resale business. But I was selling a car at that time. Him being only digital, I told him to become a salesman for me. I told him to analyze my market and find potential leads to sell my black Hyundai 2017 Elantra. And he brought in 500 potential leads. He gave me their name, their phone number, and their email where I could reach personally out to them. And out of those 500 verified leads, 47 of them were actually interested. Now, of course, I only had one to sell, but with the price that I paid, it was perfect. I had 6 hours and I only paid $10 for it. And if we count the 47 verified people he brought in for me, I basically paid $7.06 for every verified lead. Now, of course, I didn't sell the car for $7.06, but you get what I mean. But being honest, Fiverr comes with a lot of things you got to worry about. You got to make sure you look at reviews. Don't go with the cheapest like I did, because remember, the cheapest work is also the cheapest quality. Make sure you find the correct Fiverr employee you want to work with, and you could grow your resale business to the max. Or even for eBay sellers, getting a VA to relist your items across multiple accounts will help you manage your workload and give you hours and hours back on cross-listing. Now, please don't forget, most of these tactics will work for every reseller, but it might not work for you. If you want an in-depth, personalized way of how you can start or scale your resale business, I have my program I am running for my clients that's getting them 75 to 90 more sales and messages on their listings. It helps locally and digitally, and it works for all reselling niches. So if you want to find the way how you can really grow your reselling business, book a call or message me. My information will be down below along with my website. But with that being said, I've given you the blueprint. Now it's your time to take that and grow your reselling business the correct way in 2025. 2025 has a long way to go still, but I promise you, these are the best tactics you can use to grow your reselling business now. And as I will always say, stay in touch, and I hope to see you again.